I don't know. Are you seeing that countdown on your page?
It's coming up now. Is it coming up on yours? It shows all of them.
Well, I see a count. I see it. I don't see a countdown on my YouTube channel. Is what I mean. I still don't see the video yet. There.
All right, so we are live now. Thank you for everybody tuning in. I know we only got a few people in there. Looks like we got CM and we got Ed Frankel's in the house. So, Larry just joined, and we're gonna go ahead and start getting right into what we're doing here. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Reviews of Moose here. Of course, you guys know some of everybody on here. Everybody knows, and tonight's something special. We got 3 of us on here. We do quite a bit of reviews with scally caps, any kind of caps in general. And I'm sure everybody here that's going to be watching loves caps and is probably blowing their paychecks to a couple caps as well. But, so everybody's in the right place to watch us. And so I'm going to go ahead and get some of the banners going here. And some of those people that are watching, you want to go just put it in the chat of how many caps you own. And but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. And it looks like we are up to 23 people already watching, so that's good. And nice. The first question is gonna go to Ant Ox Unbox. First of all, introduce yourself. What do you do, and what got you addicted to scally caps, there, buddy?
What's up, everybody? My name's Ant Ox. Grew up in New York City. Live out on Long Island now. What I do is I buy scally caps. Got a couple other jobs too, but no. So what got me into scally caps back when I was a teenager is my grandfather had given me some what I called an old man cap, and it was like a British standard flat cap herringbone, and he gave it to me, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I threw it backwards, and that's how I wore it. And you know, as time went on, then I kind of went into Kangles because I was like going for the backwoods Sam Jackson type look. And, you know, like I said before, when I got a red one, I looked almost like Curtis Sliwa and then the Guardian Angels for a while. And, you know, so I was really searching for a look. And finally, when Boston Scally had dropped, and we'll talk about it when we talk about our 3 caps, that kind of, I found my style with Boston Scally. And then I segued to other things from there, obviously, over time. But I just feel like when they came out with their caps, that's when I really found the style that I was searching for so long. But it was really my grandfather's old man cap. And that's what I always used to call him. That got me into it.
Yeah, I hear you there. Yep. And well, thank you for joining us today, Anox. And then the next one is going to be first 508th Airborne. Let's go ahead and hear about your side of the story as well. Go by Chad as well, just so you guys know.
Hey, my name's Chad, first 508th Airborne. I've been making videos on YouTube for about 12 years. My channel started as a vlog of my recovery from an accident I had as an animal warden. I got hit by a truck unloading my a dog in my truck. I've been into hats my whole life. My first newsboy cap I had as a kid, it was a denim Levi's newsboy cap. And I wore that thing for years. Wore hats all through the military, of course. And then after getting out, I just like hats in general, not just Boston Scally caps. I like beanie caps, baseball caps, flag caps. I just like caps.
Same.
Now, again, thanks for joining us today. There, first 508 Airborne. Now we're going to go to Dubs Hat Hut. Brandon, let's go ahead and hear about your side, buddy.
Yeah, what's up? My name is Brandon. I'm from small town Tennessee. I have 2 boys. Been married for 20 years. Been with my wife 30 years altogether. But I work at a school for autistic children and those with special needs. So what got me into hats and caps was I'm bald, and I had to find a way to conceal that. So, but I've always liked flat caps. So. Wore them back in the day when I was in high school, and there you go, man. Yeah.
I forgot to mention that part, man.
Yeah. No shame. But yeah.
Awesome. That's all. And thanks for joining us today, Brandon. I appreciate it. I know we've been planning this for about a month now, and just go a little bit about myself. I'm Mark. Most of you guys know me on all the pages, and of course here. I got into Scally Caps. I was scrolling through Facebook one day, and I had an ad for Boston Scally, and it kept on coming up and coming up, and I was just like, all right, so that's giving me a sign. Little did I know it was going to be a addiction like no other, and as my neighbor next door said, I guess I was going through she calls them midlife crisis hats. But yeah, and so ever since then, my first cap was the Ace, back almost 2 years ago now, and it's evolved over 250 caps now. And but yeah, as my wife would say, what the hell are you going to do with all those things? But yeah. So all right, so now we're going to go to the next section here. And it's going to be everybody's top 3 Scally caps. Ant, we'll go ahead and let's start off with you there, sir.
All right. So my top Scally cap in my collection, I'm a big Notre Dame Irish football fan. So I know Boston Scally had put out the Fighting Rock. But then I had seen that the bookstore on campus, on Notre Dame's campus, the Hammis bookstore, it's called, had a special series of Hannah hats. And Hannah is a company in Donegal, Ireland. I call it the mothership of Scally caps. And they make great quality caps in Ireland. And they came out with a Notre Dame series exclusively for the bookstore on campus. And when I was there with my son, I saw a couple players wearing it when they were walking. So I'm like, I got to get one of those. So I found this one. This is a touring cap. It's like a Hannah flat cap. And the Hannah touring flat cap, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a real distinct flow to it. You don't see other flat caps the way their touring cap flows like that, almost like up and down like that. And this one is a light colored one, and it's got flecks in it, like all sorts of different color, blue and red flecks. And then I love that burgundy. The burgundy lining on the inside with the Hannah logo, and then of course on the back you got the Notre Dame logo. So that's my top cap because it gets a lot of wear. And then my second one I chose, if anybody's ever heard of Daniel Lubier, he's a horror author, and you can get some of his books on Amazon as well. But he's part of Scally Cap Mafia, and he custom makes caps. He'll make a cap and he'll make like a dozen of them, and they're like the greatest things you've ever seen. The guy's a genius. I wish he did more. You almost have to go in an auction and try to get the right to even buy them, or you can grab them secondhand. I got this one from Jason Raymer, secondhand. He was getting rid of it, and this is the Lubier skulls. You see, it's like a 6-panel. You got the black in the front, and then you got that awesome skull pattern there. And then on the inside, the inner lining is like almost like a cryptic dark forest. So this thing I thought is really badass. And then the third one, when I mentioned earlier about Boston Scally changing my style, it was the Legacy, the Black Legacy. And me and Ed Franco actually went out to dinner the other night. What's up, Ed? He was talking about it too. The ad that Conor McGregor put out with the Black Legacy on, I had scrolled through. This is probably like 2016 or something like that, I think. And I was like, that's the cap. That's the look I'm going for. And so you got the Boston Scally Black Legacy. You just love that black cap with the herringbone accents there. Up to that little triangle on the side. I thought that was insane. When I put it on, I'm like, yeah. And that's what started my addiction. So those are my top 3. Are we doing the honorable mention now?
I've got that cap. It's a nice hat.
Yeah, the honorable mention will be a little bit later. Yeah.
All right. I'm good.
All right, Chad, go ahead, bud.
I was gonna say I have that last cap he just did. That's a nice cap.
I love this
as
thing.
far as my favorite caps, one of the ones I like a lot from Boston Scally that I think is kind of a sleeper, a lot of people don't really talk about, is the Pub, which I'm wearing right now. It's a little different than their other flat caps. It's got that 90-degree angle here instead of looping up and around, and it gives the cap kind of a more squared off finish in the back, which I kind of like. And then it's also got the quilted lining, and so it's good for cooler weather living here in Minnesota. But that's one of my favorites. I have that, and also green. I also like the bruiser caps a lot. They're one of the ones that I happen to wear quite a bit. I mean, I have tons of Boston Scally caps I like, but these are ones that I'm always going back to and wearing. I also like this hat from Laird Hatters a lot. It's a royal purple flat cap, corded cap. Again, it's got that same 90-degree seam that I really like about the pub. That gives it kind of a more squared look in the back. I like the hats from Laird Hatters. They're really well made. I've got a few of them that I've gotten from Funky Brims.
Yeah, Funky Brims, those guys over there are great people.
And just to throw in a fourth one real quick, the Blood Rose is a favorite of mine also, that I wear quite a bit. It's an 8-panel peaky cap.
Yeah, Blood Rose, the whole Rose lineup. I mean, there's only a couple of them in that. What is it? 13 of them now, 14 of them now. There's only a couple of them I just don't care for. One is the one that has like the Philadelphia Eagles colors. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I was just the
Blondie Rose.
I like the Blood Rose and the Violet Rose. I think best.
The Blondie Rose might be the one with the Eagles colors, but it's a little bit more mint green than Eagles, though. The Blondie Rose.
Yeah, I can't remember. I just know it's the one that has the green in it. It's not on one of my top 3, so I didn't pull it out. All right, Brandon, Dubs hat hub. Let's hear what you got, bud.
Yeah, man. Kind of like you said, I got hit with all kinds of Boston Scally ads. And back when my obsession started, I got an ad for this, the Halloween Rose, but it was sold out. So I had to wait like a whole year to get it again. And it's just one of my favorite caps, man. I love the colors and I love just the way it looks and fits, man. It's like, it's a perfect fit for me. Looks good with a lot of outfits. And, but yeah, the second one is a salt box. It's called the salt box. And I just love that I know you can't, well, you might can see it. It's kind of, you can see through it. It breathes really.
That's cool.
Yeah. Breathes really well.
That cap,
and
that's a nice cap.
Yeah. Love the colors though, man. It's kind of got like a patchwork look about it. And I don't know, it's just a good summer cap, dude. And then my third is a Funky Brims exclusive. This is the Plymouth check. And I
like that.
Love the plaid on this sucker, man. It's the greens on it pop. The plaid is just really cool. And Funky Brims is doing a lot of awesome stuff right now, man. I'm like a huge fan of what they're doing. So yeah, those are my 3. So
yeah, I like that Funky Brims site. They have a lot of good hats on there.
Yeah, just real quick about that. He had restocked the Fall Sky, which I want for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ordered it, and I messaged Chris. I'm like, "Yo, can you get this to me by Thanksgiving?" He's like, "I'm on it." So he's real cool like that too.
Hey, and
Chris and his wife.
Right.
Good.
Oh, if Chad's going to throw in a fourth, I got.
They have a good selection of.
If Chad's going to
have a good selection of European hats too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get that selection of European caps anywhere else.
No,
I have that same hat. That's one of the one of the Italian flat caps, right?
Yeah, Sicilian. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I have the Sicilian lumberjack cap too, which is like it but plaid.
Yeah,
that's a nice one. Yeah,
looks awesome, man.
Chris and his wife do a heck of a job with their live stream and their sales and everything else like that. Even with Todd with Shirt Show. I mean, those guys are just all good guys, and even with Swisher Apparel. I mean, I'm all in for supporting like local businesses. And
same here.
So I'd rather have my money go to that, especially when they treat you well and the customer service. But yeah, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and get to my 3 here. Go ahead.
I was going to say I haven't had a chance to order anything from Swisher Apparel yet, but they got a lot of cool stuff on their site. I'm sure I will in the future.
Yeah, they're good people. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do my top 3. I'm going to start off with my favorite holiday cap, which is the Scrooge. This is I need to do a good steaming on this once I pulled it out of the box. But the Scrooge one is my favorite holiday cap in the top 3. My second one is one I just purchased not even a week ago, but a little over a week ago. It is a Swisher Apparel cap. It is the Red Rum. This cap here is when I put this on my head, it was just amazing. But yeah, so that's my second favorite, and my all-time favorite is I'm on my third one of these, and this is the first cap I started when I started doing my walking. You know, I've lost over 230 pounds since I started.
No.
And this is my third trucker, so I know the trucker gets a ton of hate, and I understand that. As you can see, this is my third one. It's already faded pretty bad. I got another one in my closet, but yeah. So that's just more sentimental value more than anything. I even have the original one that I wore. I was gonna get it in a frame and put it on the wall. But yeah, that's my three there. And but yeah, so
Dude, I knew you were going to do a trucker, man. Yeah.
I gotta say that camouflage trucker looks pretty cool, and also the Irish one with the shamrock on the back. I've been tempted,
yeah.
bro. I've been tempted.
Yeah, I got both of those. Yes. So yeah. All
My
right,
skin's
so
too light. I get sunburned through those things.
Oh yeah, I wore it when I was in Disney, and
Oh man,
we got back, and like I take my hat off for work, and you can still see the grids on my head for a good 3-4
I
months.
bet.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna go to the next question here. It's why we're addicted. All right, so the moment of truth. Let's talk about why we're all addicted. What happened, and what was the tipping point, and what cap was what brought you in? Is like, okay, that's gonna bring me in, and then go ahead.
yeah. So like I said, the legacy is the one who brought me in, and I think we were talking about before being bald, right? So it's a way to express yourself. You can't do it with a hairstyle, so you kind of express yourself with the hats. So it's like I tell my son it's a different hairstyle every day because he's always in the mirror like with his hair like doing this and shit and taking so long every morning. I'm like, dude, that looks like torture, bro. I'm like, I'd rather be bald and look, I can stick on a hat today and there's my style, and then I mix it up with all the different shirts and stuff like that. So it's just that expression and that variety, and for me it really comes from being bald is why I got addicted to it, because then I have different ways of expressing myself and then color coordinating, and it just becomes like that, so.
All right, so personal question for you, Anox, is I got one for you. Okay, we have a few guesses in the comments already, but how many caps do you actually own? Let's be honest now.
So that's funny because you mentioned that to me earlier, and I'm like, actually, I lost count. I don't know, So when you had texted me earlier, I'm like, I gotta go. So I'm in my closet. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I go down. I got some in my man cave in the basement. So I'm counting them all up, and I felt bad because there's a lot of them. But when you told me how many you owned earlier, which you'll reveal later, I feel a lot better. I got 127, so I'm up near almost 130.
All right, and is there a certain cap that you missed out on that you wish you had gotten that sold out?
Yeah, so there's actually, I'll mention a couple. One is the Hannah St. Patrick release last year. It's a Hannah touring cap. I see people with the pattern on that. So awesome. I can't find it anywhere now. I missed out on that, the Hannah St. Patrick's. And then recent one I just missed out on was the Masterpiece Vincent from Funky Brims, and I just went on there when I ordered the Paul Sky earlier, and the higher price, turned me off a little bit, but I'm like, you know what, I gotta get it. When when I saw people with it, and it's gone, they only have 55 now, So Chris, restock that shit. So then there's been other ones too, but those two stick out in my mind for sure.
All right, now Chad, let's hear about what you got. How many caps do you actually own?
And because I have a lot of different style of caps also, I'm sure I've got probably 150, including my beanies and baseball caps and stuff.
Oh, we're gonna do beanies, baseballs. I'm a half a million, bro. I'm talking scallies.
And Chad, what was the initial cap that you had got that drawed you into the addiction?
I had been seeing Boston Scally commercials on IG and that, and so I think one of my first Boston Scally caps was the Blood Rose. and I really like that one. And I got the Bruiser also, and the rest is history.
And then what is the cap that you wish you had got that you did that was sold out that you regret that you weren't able to get?
The keeper, especially the blue one, the light blue one.
Yeah.
Found that recently.
I don't know
I
why
saw
they
that
haven't
on your
restocked
channel.
it.
I was like, oh man, I've been
Dude,
wanting
great
that cap.
Great cap. I can't believe I found it. That
Yeah.
was one of the ones that got away too.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why they haven't restocked that keeper. I've been waiting for almost a year for that thing, and it's and I also
Yeah,
put
you
a
know,
thing
they
on there
brought
that-
back the sailor and the captain caps. I don't know why they didn't bring back flat cap version of those. So yeah.
Yeah, I even put a thing in there. I even sent them a message like, you need to come out with like a yellow mustard keeper, and I was like, yeah, because there's nothing like that.
Yeah, that would be
Everything they
cool,
got
like
is-
a mustard yellow with a gray brim or a black brim.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and I got one more question for you. With your wife and everything, Chad, what does
Sure.
she think about all your collection?
Yeah, she could probably take or leave it. You know, I mean, she's used to be wearing whatever I want, but yeah, I think she probably thinks I have too many caps.
Yeah. All right.
Much
So
like
now
your
we're
wife
gonna go-
probably does.
Oh yeah, she don't even bother going to the closet. If something happens to me, I don't know. The local Goodwill is going to be a moneymaker.
Yeah.
And then, all right. So now it's your turn, Brandon. How many caps do you own?
Last count was 78, so I'm not in y'all's territory yet, but I'm working on it, man. So, but yeah, 78, and my closet is full, dude. So, yeah.
And one thing I do like is that with the dust bags that are coming out now, that is so much easier for me to store. They were having their own
Oh
dust
man,
bag.
now I'm hanging them
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a new house, bro.
For real.
All right. And
Dude,
then
you'll
what was your first?
be like
Go ahead.
Scrooge McDuck doing backstrokes in your scally caps.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to steam them all.
And then what is your first cap that started you through the addiction?
Well, like I said, the Halloween Rose kind of drew me in, but I couldn't get it. I ended up with a Shamrock Peaky, and I wore the crap out of that sucker, man. At the time, I didn't even know what herringbone was. Like that was just I had no idea. And like I say, that was my first cap really from BSC, and I still got it. I wear it a lot to this day. So yeah, love the Irish stuff, man. So I'm Scottish and
Yeah, me too.
Irish. Yeah, in my DNA. So
Same.
yeah.
All right. So the next one we have is next question I got for you is now what does your wife and family think about your collection?
Dude, my wife, she funds my obsession. She actually loves scally caps too. She has the Bruins Peaky, the pumpkin pie. She has a few. So, and my youngest son, he's got
nice.
he's got a few as well. He's got the Braveheart and the Boondocks, I think. But my oldest son, he's not a cap guy, man. So he's not into it.
All right. I guess
Yeah.
I'll go last. Is I know I own at least over 250 caps altogether. And as I pointed out before, the Ace is what started my addiction, and then it grew from there. Then next thing you know, Todd's putting those baggy ones that were like blueberry pie and all those. I ended up getting those baggy ones.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it went to the summer line, and then next thing you know, people introduced me to Funky Brims, and now Swisher Apparel, and it's a snowball effect. And
Yeah.
so the 401k is probably taking a hit a little bit, but yeah. And then of course my wife, what she thinks is that basically what I said earlier. What am I going to do with these if something happens? Or I'm just going to be stuck with them, and I'm like, well. Kind of like my toys. I don't know if you can see my toys in the back. I don't know. You're going to see them here, but I got collection toys. I got limited comic books that are rated 9 and 10. I've graded, and I got one of the first Super Mario Brother cartridges for Nintendo, and that's that one I don't keep out. That one I keep in the safe. So,
Yeah.
but
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way I
that's
look at it is if
awesome,
something
yeah.
happens to me, my daughter only got one kid, and if they want to sell everything, I'm sure they'll pay for the kids' college in the long run. Yep.
Same with me, man. I got a whole bunch of GI Joes in the attic, and I think that's a lot of us. We're collectors, right? So we come from backgrounds of collecting things.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, and then but that's pretty much it for me. So now we're going to go to the next section, and let's see here. This is kind of like a lightning round. So let me go ahead and get this part pulled up for the banner. All right, and we're going to just basically go in rotation here. All right, so we're going to do a lightning round, and no thinking. First thing that pops up in your head: what is the most overrated cap? I'll let you go first, Ant.
Most overrated, like company, a line of cap.
Well, you can do cap or company.
I gotta say the Epic caps, EPOCH.
Okay.
They're like a China brand, and I know a lot of people love them. I got a couple of good ones, but I think overall, they're probably the most overrated caps. A lot of people have them, and I just think they're not like Temu caps. They're like a higher quality China brand. But it's still, not as you only like them if you don't see a better quality. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. I totally understand that. And then we got the next one. Let's see what we got here. Let me go and pull up my comments. Go ahead and hide that one. And out of all three brands here, this one's for you, Chad. What do you like more?
Okay.
Flat panel, a 6-panel, or 8-panel cap?
I like flat caps.
Okay, that was a quick answer. And then if you only could have one cap to wear for the rest of your time, what would that cap be? That'd be for you, Brandon.
Okay, say that again. Sorry.
If you only had one cap you could wear.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The rest of the time.
I think this one here, man, is comfortable. Dude, I love it, man. It's the solid, it goes with everything. So you could get a gray, a brown, a green, and you're set to go. So, but the brown goes with a lot. So yeah, the
That's a
peaky
nice looking
hat.
cap.
Yeah, peaky hat.
That apple core is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Anybody else have any questions in the comments at all? Do you want to get asked real quick? We got a little bit of time here to hash on some questions in the comments. Let's see if we can find any right here. Pumpkin boy.
I can't read them, so you'll have to do it for me.
Yeah. I'm looking for some questions here now. Timothy Ward said if there's a Hot Wheel connection.
I do got some Hot Wheels. Yeah, I brought them all back out for my son, and then when he outgrew them, they're back in the attic now. But I got a whole bunch of shit. The Masters of the Universe too, and I bought a whole bunch of stuff I never got as a kid from eBay when my son was younger, and I even got the aircraft carrier. And I set it up set it up in my shed, and I finally got this thing, and I play with it more than him.
Dude, I
Chad,
wish I still had my He-Man.
CM. It says, what is your favorite color cap, Chad?
Mine?
Yeah.
I like black. I also like red a lot. One color would be one of those two. Probably black.
All right. And then we got another question from Seth. This could be who I guess we all can answer this is what is your favorite Baker Boy cap?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go roundtable.
Yeah, my favorite Baker Boy cap. I only have the gray one that would be considered a Baker Boy. And I wasn't I do like the style of Baker Boy, but I wasn't that thrilled with it. But then I got this little handgun pin from Starkowski caps, and I stuck the handgun pin on the Baker Boy, and it brought it to life. So now it's real gangster looking. So that's just an example of how a pin can change a cap. And then so it's just the plain gray one, not the herringbone, the plain gray one.
Chad, what about you? Favorite Baker Boy?
Probably the olive herringbone. I do like the pumpkin pie a lot too, though.
Okay. Brandon?
Yeah, dude. The brown Baker Boy, I held off on the Baker Boys till recently, and I saw Chad's video, and we talked about it, and I picked up the brown herringbone. It's pretty awesome, dude. I like it. So
I like that one a lot too.
Mine as well is the brown herringbone, although apple pie one coming out Friday. I think that's going to look pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After seeing the reveal on that one tonight, I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like.
Yeah.
I like that one, the apple pie.
And I got a question from Ed. Ed, I do have merchandise in my links of my YouTube page. You see it's done by, I can't think of the name of the company now, but there's a link on my YouTube page. All right, so I got another question. This one is from Brandon Lett. Is it Lett or Lot? It looks like it's Lett. What is your favorite from the Rose collection?
My favorite from the Rose collection. I gotta say, it's the Black Rose. I think the Black Rose is one of the best Boston Scally caps ever. And that was what I was really going to for my peaky look, like before I got the Shelby style caps and stuff like that, before I got the Razor from Peaky had, and then now that Boston Scally Peaky Blind is released, that Black Rose, it's just it's older. I got it years ago, and I feel like it's made so much better than the roses now. The material's different. If you see one of my unboxings, I compared it. I put it next to the Valentine rose, and you could see the obvious difference in the material that was used. So, that's another issue.
Yeah, they use different material in the different caps.
Yeah, and so, but they're both roses, and that Black Rose, man. I don't know if the black, because then I saw somebody else with a Black Rose that got it more recently on a re-release or something, and it didn't look the same. So it's the OG Black Rose is my favorite rose.
All right. What about you, Chad? Obviously, Jazz is probably the Blood Rose since we did that earlier.
Yeah, the blood rose. I like the blood rose best. Probably the violet rose second best. But like he was saying, the material on the blood rose is just a different material than some of the other ones. I like the material a lot. I just like the way it lays on your head better. And
yeah, it's softer. Some of them are stiffer, I feel like.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Definitely the Halloween rose, then the Black Rose, and Autumn Rose. So those three in that order, my favorites. So I'm a big fan of the Rose collection. It's one of my favorite. Aside from the flat caps, the Rose collection is what I like next from Boston Scally.
Yeah, and for me, I think my favorite of the Rose collection is the Autumn Rose. Yeah.
Yeah.
My least favorite is probably the steel one. I think it's the steel rose or whatever it might be. It looks kind of like brownish gray. I got it, but I never wore. It's still sitting. It's never been worn. Levi, I know you're asking about this here. For if I'm going to give away my Peaky Blinder cap today, I had the crooked seam. That'll be on the next episode because I got to get a little bit more planning for that because I know when I do that, I got to figure out a way to do a drawing, and I didn't have time to do that for this one. All right, so let's see what other kind of questions we got here, and we have. All right, so we got another one here. It's from Shorty2. Any collab you wish you would have made like AC/DC? Huh? What's that, Ant?
Well, for me, it's Dropkick Murphys, but it's not going to happen because Dropkick Murphys is all about the Made in USA Scallies, and they team up with the Scallywag Heritage Apparel Company. So unless Boston Scally is going to find a way to make the Dropkick Murphys collab hat in the US, it's not going to happen. But that's the collab for me. That's just that I've been waiting forever for.
Chad, what about you?
Well, they made that Thomas Shelby cap in Europe, so maybe they could do a special one made here.
Exactly. When I was thinking of that, yeah.
And Chad, what would you like to see a collab with?
Man, I don't know. I'm not really that big into the collab hats. Any kind of horror theme cap would be cool with me. If they picked like, I don't know. I'm not really into the theme caps. I think they're kind of gimmicks, but
well, yeah,
that's just me.
And Brandon, what do you think of it? Would you like to see a collab?
The Goonies, man. We need a sloth pen going on,
Yeah.
Most definitely the Goonies. So
that would be funny. Yeah. Yeah.
One thing I think we'll end up seeing in the long run, I think what has a really good chance of being a collab is with Dixon Flannel Company. Because I do see them communicate that would be interesting. Social media. So I think we'll end up seeing a Dixon
I could see Dixon doing a Boston Scally shirt before I see Boston Scally doing a Dixon hat.
Because
Dixon seems to do collabs with everyone.
The Bronze Series kind of looks like the Dixon flannels. That's probably the closest we'll get. But yeah, I definitely see that.
Well, it's like
And
Boston Scally started putting flannels out, and then they sort of bowed out of it a little bit.
yeah,
They're not
right.
bad, though. I got a
Right.
couple.
It ended quick, man, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't want to compete with Dixon and Hales and companies like that, I guess.
Yeah. All right, I got a
Some of
question
my
from
favorite
Mike Dane.
Boston Scally caps are the distillery caps.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool for like a Dixon collab as a cap, kind of like that one. You know, it's a cool plaid cap.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we got a question from Mike Dane. What's the one grail you do not have? Go ahead and go, Ant.
A grail I do not have. Like we're talking about a Boston Scally
Yeah,
grail.
I'm guessing
or
he means Boston Scally only. Yeah.
Got to be the Griswold.
Griswold.
The Griswold, man. I'm a big Christmas Vacation fan. Who's not? You know, and that's the grail right there. I don't think I'll ever have it because it's going for 400 bills, bro, and I ain't doing it. I got the pin on the
That's
re-release.
crazy. Wow.
I actually, I'm wearing right now the gray Boondock, and it's got my Anox pin on there, which is on Pinhead's Pins. If you want to check that out. But this is the Boston Scally Boondock, and it looks almost like the Griswold, but the Griswold has that that red and black buffalo pad, and this has got the green, so it's like Christmas anyway. So what I do at Christmas is I take that Griswold pin and I stick it on here, and I call it the Friswold, the fake Griswold. That's what I do. But otherwise, that's the one, man.
And what about you, Chad?
That sky blue keeper cap, like I said before, that's the cap I've wanted. Like I said, I was jealous when I saw Ant's video where he just recently snagged that. But
The ice
I want one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brandon, what about you?
Yeah, man. I'm like Ant, the Griswold or the Freddy Krueger one. Oh, I would like it as well. So
Yeah, that's one I would have said is the Freddy Krueger. I think it's Nightmare 2.
Nightmare 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see, we got some more questions over here.
Don't ask why my screen is not like this. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, turn your phone sideways.
When you
I
log
was
in, you're
doing that.
supposed to hit landscape.
I know. I got to check for next time. I really got to check for next
You
time.
got to change the setting in your phone. There's a setting in your phone that'll change that.
Perfect man. What other company besides Boston Scally do we buy caps from? Quality caps, of course. Obviously, we already touched base on Swisher. I know there's
Funky Brims.
I'm sorry?
Funky Brims.
Yeah, Funky Brims, correct. Ant?
Yeah, I mean, I buy from everybody. You name it, you know. But
Yeah.
I think Swish.
Amazon.
I think Swish is killing the game right now. Swish is killing the game right now. I mean, with the Gatsby look, and like I got this. This is my honorable mention cap. This Swisher Nevermore. Yeah. And these cuts, the cuts on these Gatsbys are insane. You can't get this cut anywhere else. What he has, and the caps come in so sturdy, and he pre-steams them and pre-shapes them. You don't got to do nothing to them. And the way it sits on my head, I'm just in love with these things because it's like the 8 panels. Some of them are too fluffy, and the Shelby styles. But you see, with this cut, it's like the same gangster look as an 8 panel. But you know the way he cut it, he cut out the fluffiness and everything. And you know the way it sits, you can't get it anywhere else. You know, and that's why I just think like he's the one I'm hooked on now. Because once I felt his caps and how well made they were, and I know he's got something unique going on with this cut. He's what I'm into right now. But also, I from everybody, Funky Brims, Peaky Hat, like he said, Amazon. I even got a few Temu caps. You know, Mulligan Gear. Big up Mulligan Gear. He's the Made in USA guy. You can go to his shop in Mansfield, Mass. I went there, brick and mortar. He'll talk to you about it. He's an OG in the game. He'll talk about how long he's been in it and everything. And that was an awesome experience I had going to Mulligan Gear. So, you know, I don't discriminate against anybody, man. It's just, it's all love and there's lanes for everybody. And it's a great thing.
Yeah. And I got a bit with Swisher. I got the Hollow Gatsby as well. I did a review on that. And
great hat.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, just when I put that on, it was the instant wow factor.
Yeah,
he does a heck of a job there. Todd does a great job with Swisher. What about you, Chad? What do we got here? What was other than Boston Scally? I know you do more than just Scally caps, and I know you did a couple fedoras and a few other things.
Yeah, I like Funky Brims for Scally caps and that. I get cats off of Amazon. I like fedoras and stuff too. So like Bruno Cabello, also Desmarca. There's a lot of good sites online. Amazon, a lot of times, if you find a hat you like, you can go look for it on Amazon and even eBay, and you can sometimes find it there for a better price.
Mhm. Yeah. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, Funky Brims for sure. Swisher, Scallywags Heritage. They make pretty good hats. I like those guys. Yeah.
And Classic Scalico too. That's another good one.
Yeah. But I buy a lot from Funky Brims here lately, so that's kind of been my go-to. Yeah.
All right. We got Mr. Monkey Butt ask a question. He is asking, what cap do you wish Boston Scally would bring back?
Mr. Monkey Butt, what? That's somebody incognito. Like, who is this? I want to know who this is, man. Same answer as before. The Griswold, man. Let's go. Let's go with the Griswold, man. Re-release that. I was so happy they released the Halloween Rose, recently because I grabbed that, and some of them may like to keep grails, and other ones they'll put back out. So it's still the Griswold for me.
And I'm guessing
again, that blue keeper cap is the one I'm interested in. That I wish they'd re-release.
Yeah, dude, I would have said the pumpkin pie, man, up until recently, because they just released, or they're going to release it Friday. So
yeah,
but
yeah, I like that's a nice hat.
Yeah, so I'm glad they're re-releasing it.
Yeah, I mean, other than that Nightmare 2, which I honestly thought every year they were going to release
Same here.
older one.
Yeah,
because they did that with the Beetlejuice cap, and then because you had to be a VIP member for it, and then they didn't do it this year.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure they were going to do something like that every year.
Did you get the Beetlejuice?
Yeah,
I have that one. Yeah.
There's 2 Beetlejuice caps, right?
Well, there's the original one and the one they re-released. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what the difference is of the two, but
yeah.
And then now we got a question from Shorty 2 again. We got what side do you guys go to put the pins on?
For me, it's how I'm feeling. I got no particular side, man. It depends on the cap, depends on the pin, and they're going to be just different on every cap. And it's just, I can't even explain why. It's just like an artist who paints a picture, steps away from it, knows he's done. I'll find a spot for the pin. I'll be like, yeah, that's it for this cap, and it doesn't have to be the same for other caps.
Yeah.
Chad, what about you, buddy?
Yeah. For me, I put the hat on first, and I see which side bulges out more, and I put the pin on the opposite side to kind of equal it out.
I've done that too.
I've actually done
like
that.
This one here has a number 13. Yeah, sometimes I put them on this side. It just depends on how the cat lays on my head.
Yeah. I do it on the right side on the seam. I always hit the seam. So yeah.
I do the same. I do the same place that Brandon just said. That's where I put mine at. And those who are asking about Ace, he's made his appearance. And let's see here. Well, we got time for 2 more questions here on this one here. The next one is going to be by John Magoo. Do you guys like the scrapyard?
My answer is no. I don't like the scrapyard. I got the brown one. I think it's cheap as shit. I don't know what I guess that's somebody who does like it. If you like it, you like it. It's not that I won't wear it, but I found the Voboom, VOBOOM on Amazon, and it's 100% genuine leather, and it's much cheaper than the scrapyard. And scrapyard's like the fake leather. So I would suggest going to Amazon and get a cheaper cap, 100% genuine leather. I wish they would have made it like that, but I'm not a fan of the scrapyard.
Chad, you?
I do have the couple of the scrapyards. I like the black one better than the brown one. It's a nice looking cap. I do wish it was real leather. Something about it kind of reminds me of a riding hat for the helmet that they wear when they ride horses. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but the horse riding helmets. For some reason, they kind of remind me of that less than a Scally cap. I wish they had a little more material so they weren't so tight looking like a helmet.
Brandon, do you have one? Do you have a scrapyard? No.
No, I passed on them, man. I didn't really like those, but I mean, to each their own. It's all about what you want. So, but yeah.
I had the black and the brown one at the beginning, And then when I started losing my weight, they got too big, and I just never repurchased them. But I and to be honest with you, I never wore them. I mean, other than doing a review. Yeah, the green one. The reason I won that, like Shorty too. Yeah, the green one does look pretty good. I haven't seen it in person yet. But yeah, so we got time for one more question. We're gonna ask the next question that gets posted here. Favorite Peaky hat cap?
For me, it's the only one I have, and I've got my eye on the Bromwich. The Bromwich looks really good, so that's the next one. That's the next one I'm going to grab. But my favorite one is the Tommy OG razor because they gave me that for the longest time. It was the only thing that gave me that Peaky Blinders feel with the razor in the front. And I've got my Peaky Blinders pin from Amazon and put it on there. And so when I wanted to go Peaky Blinders, that was my go-to cap for the longest time. And it's still, to me, if you want to do like a 1920s theme party or something like that, I'll choose that over the Peaky Blinders Boston Scally. Peaky Blinders Boston Scally to me is more like keep my head warm and I can wear it on the daily. But if I want to really like 1920s out with a suit and shit, I'm going with the OG razor, and that's my favorite Peaky hat.
All right. And do you have a Peaky hat, Chad?
If you're talking about from the Peaky hat site, I don't have one. I'd like to get one in the future, but I don't currently have one. They have a lot of nice looking hats there, though, from what I've seen.
I'm pretty sure we already know Brandon's answer because it's on his head.
Yeah. I like Brandon's hat. I wouldn't mind having that one.
I do want to try I want to try the OG though, like he was talking about. It's pretty cool looking hat. So
yeah, they actually upgraded it from mine's an older version, so now it's fitted instead of stretchy in the back. Yeah. And also the razor is not paper anymore. It's like a plastic, more shiny silver look. So even have a more upgraded version than what I have.
Yeah.
All right, and I don't have one myself, although I do. I am going to get the Apple Core. I'm just waiting for Black Friday to save a little bit of money. And, but yeah, I'll definitely get the Apple Core. And now we're going to go to the next segment. This is kind of like the final debate before we close the episode 1 here. And here's a question for everybody. We're going to each answer it here. What holiday season is the best for releases?
Come on, you know my answer. St. Patty's, man. St. Patty's is insane. I did like 10 episodes of Van Ott's Unbox for St. Patty's. That's the season when Boston Scally's drops, and then, like I said, that Hannah hat one I missed out on. It's just, to me, that's the essence of it. You know, to me, being Irish, and that's what I always associated Scally caps with. And I know a lot of Irish people out in Boston, and it came from that. Like I said, Jim Mulligan going to his store. So to me, it's St. Patrick's Day. I mean, Halloween was amazing this year. The releases for Halloween this year were insane. It was awesome from all different companies. It was great. But to me, it's still St. Patty's.
Jay, what about you?
I agree. St. Patrick's Day. I usually tend to like the caps release then the most. I'm Scandinavian and Irish mostly, which you can probably tell by looking at me. Those are the caps I tend to like the best. I do like the Halloween releases too, but St. Patrick's Day.
Brandon?
Dude, I kind of feel like a sellout now, but I'm going with Halloween. But
it's great this year.
Halloween Rose, man, the zombie, all that stuff, dude. I love it. So yeah, the nightmare caps. Boston Scally does a really good job on Halloween caps, man.
Yeah. All right, I'll go ahead and say mine. Mine is the Christmas editions for holidays. One is that the Wonderland. I just like the way that looks. And Scrooge is like one of my top 3 caps. And then you had the that burgundy Christmas Peaky with a little Christmas tree pin.
I like that one. I have that.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the piece of holly pin. That's a great cap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have that one. I love that one.
Yeah, those are definitely that's my favorite season. And then I do got one more question here. All right, on the patchwork, is the patchwork getting overused, or would you like to see more solids, or do you guys like the patchwork?
Man, I gotta say, I think not only the patchwork's being overused, but the 8 panels, man, are being overused. And that's why I'm so into those Gatsby cuts from Swisher, because it's something different, you know. But yeah, the patchworks to me are being overused. I mean, how many different patterns Like, they came out with that salt box, and that was very appealing. So sometimes they'll come out with one, or you'll see a patchwork, not just from them, but there was one that Funky Prims put out recently, the Raven. That was nice. So it depends. It's not like it's over, but yeah, it's definitely overused.
Mm-hmm. Chad, yourself?
I'm really sick of the patchwork flat caps. Yeah. The Scarecrow was all right because it was different than the other ones, but they're just way overdoing that. And I also am pretty sick of the multi-panel 8-panel caps.
Yeah.
After you make a couple, they all start to look alike. So I wish they had somebody else designing some of their caps, because it just seems like they keep repeating things and are milking them for money. That's just my opinion. You can only do so many patchwork caps before they all just start looking the same. And a lot of their themes too. They make no sense with the cap, like the Friday the 13th cap. What the heck does that patchwork cap have to do with Jason Voorhees or the 2 Joker edition caps? They have nothing to do with the Joker, I mean, I just wish they put a little more thought into these things,
Yeah, the Michael Myers looked like a captain cap.
Yeah. It just.
And the Aerosmith, the theme of Aerosmith doesn't make sense to me. But then I heard that Aerosmith's studio was actually where Boston Scally has their warehouse.
That was pretty cool story.
That makes sense then.
But it just seems like some of those themes could be really cool if they just put some more thought into them and just didn't keep on recycling the same patchwork caps and just making different color patches.
The patchworks don't really bother me, but the pinwheels, man, the pinwheels are driving me crazy. Like the ones that look like the little.
When are they going to make one with the propeller? Yeah.
I know. Yeah. But it seems like
the Tweedledum caps.
It has like a template they use, man, for the flat caps, the patchwork, and they all look the same, dude. So it's like switch it up.
You press a button and it spins, and they hit the button. Like that's what it is.
For real.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting over the patchwork as well. Although some of them are like the Lad. I like that one a lot. Like the ones that it's like when you had the Goon come out, the yellow was different.
I like the Goon.
Yeah. And then but like you were saying, all the captain hats, you had there's like 3 different versions of the limited edition captains that were just different, It was like whatever they had the most fabric left over from the last one, they just put on, we're just going to multiply that way. And they definitely can use
what does a multi-panel cap have to do with a captain anyways? I just don't understand the correlation, I mean, I just.
Yeah. It gets people to buy them, like myself, that are just guinea pigs.
I think they're releasing too many caps too. I mean, I think they should go do like a couple a month, like they used to do, instead of doing one a week. It's just I think that's one of the reasons why some of their caps just don't have any originality, because they're just putting out so many. It's hard to keep fresh when you're putting out 52 caps a year.
Like Funky Browns, man, they do patchwork, but they make it look unique. It's just not like a template.
Yeah,
it looks organic.
I mean, that's why I like the Scarecrow cap, because it was a little different than the other patchwork caps. The patches were different in that, and it had the stitching which set it apart. But a lot of the other ones really don't. They're just different colors.
Yeah.
The only time Boston Scally pauses, I think, is at the end of at the end of December. I think they have like a warehouse clearance. They might pause for like a week or two, and otherwise it's just every single Friday. Sometimes recently, multiple Wednesday release and then a Friday.
When I first started buying them, they weren't every Friday. They were less than that. That's same only been like the last year or so.
Yeah, last couple of years. Same with me.
Yeah, and I agree with that. There is like I think they're just watered down. They're watering down the market to where it's like, I would rather have something like once a month, because I think that would be repetitive patterns and things like that.
That's like what Swisher does.
Yeah. So the last question we have here is quality control with Boston Scally. I know that's a sore subject right now. I know I've had it happen to me with a Peaky Blinder hat.
Yeah, that's pretty hit or miss.
Yeah, and
their quality control and their sizing.
All the caps I got from Boston Scally, that was my first time I had a quality control issue. I know a lot of others had had a lot more issues than that. But I'm just curious. What do you think they should do differently, or have you been impacted by a quality control issue with Boston Skelly?
Well, just like you, Mark, that was my first one. I know everybody was always complaining about crooked seams and all that, and I never had any issues. And then I got the crooked seam on the Peaky Blinders. Now, I was the first one to rush to their defense a little bit, and then I was saying that I didn't care. I was happy I got the cap. It was a little bit crooked. I'm not crazy like that, and that was a cap I just felt like I could wear. So like I wear it tilted a little bit, So like John Shelby, if you saw the Peaky Blinders, he wears his a little tilted like that. So for me, I thought it looked good. I didn't even bother sending it back, but they weren't making good on people. They were giving them new hats. Ed Franco wound up with 3 of them. Like, don't ask me how, but he'll have that story probably. But the whole thing is, okay, that's fine, but you can't have one guy getting a straight seam and another guy getting a crooked seam. You know what I'm saying? You got to have consistency. So I know they made good by that, but they've got to stop it. They have to have quality control. They got to stop it. But it's because of the mass production. How many hats they're pumping out? They're designed here. They're made in China, and shit's going to happen. And that's just where they're at right now. And that's one leg up the other companies have on them right now.
Yeah, I agree. And now, Chad, I know another ring to me is that the sizing. Like I'll order extra large, and next thing you know, it'll be too big, and then I have to order the large, and the large will be too tight. But I'd rather be tight where I can stretch it than be too big than where you can't wear it. But yeah, I mean, any quality control.
Oh, it's easier to stretch. Yeah, mostly sizing. They can run both small and large. I have a size 58 head, and I have hats that I have to shrink that are a size medium large, and then I've had hats I've had to stretch also. Like you said, I'd always rather stretch than shrink a cap, but I've had a couple caps that the center seam has been off a little bit. I'm kind of OCD, so that bugs the hell out of me. But if it's not that bad, I can tolerate it. But yeah, I've seen some really bad ones in the past. Hey, you going to work? See ya.
I feel like
Son's going to work for the night.
The 8 panels run bigger. I feel like those 8s, they run a little bit bigger than the 6s.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be pretty much that question. I got a couple more questions. This is going to go to the on the next one here is that we have an honorable mention cap that we kind of overrode a little bit. I forgot to hit back on that. And what is your honorable mention cap? Ant, did you already show it with the?
Yeah, I showed it with the Nevermore. So I don't know if you guys want to jump on that. Mine was the Swish.
Honorable mention cap?
Huh?
Do you have an honorable mention cap, or is it the one you showed earlier?
You mean just a cap that I like a lot?
Yeah, that were just outside your top 3.
I like pork pie hats myself a lot. I like pork pie hats. I wear a lot of fedoras and that too. I like the chintzy snap rim fedoras. But yeah, those are probably my honorable mention. I like to wear a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. I've always been into fedoras.
The Moonshine Gaps be Swisher apparel, so it is a pretty awesome looking cap, man. Yeah,
that's a nice cap.
These are is impressive.
Really well made cap.
I got to get something from them.
Yeah.
And out of everybody that's watching here live, what is your favorite cap that we have shown so far tonight? You want to put that in the comments? And then my honorable mention cap is the Cottontail. This is an Easter release, and I just love the pastels. And that's where I put my pen, always on that seam, just like Brandon showed. But yeah, that's my honorable mention cap is the Cottontail. Hopefully they re-release that this year because I know there's a lot of people looking for that because it did sell out pretty quick. And,
dude, I call that the.
I like the other
man.
Easter release cap they did. That was the pink and white one, the pink and black one. What was that? The Egbert or whatever it was.
The hair.
No, the egg one.
Oh, the good egg.
Oh, the
it's
good egg.
And,
the good egg.
Yeah.
The good egg. Yeah, that's the Easter cap that I like. I have the good egg that I like.
Yeah, we got a lot of people. Mr. Monkey Butt said the Scrooge was the favorite one of the night. We have John said the Apple Core. And then we got Peaky Hat. Here's Peaky Hats. I feel like my answers would have a bit of bias.
Bushy razor. Bushy razor. Apple is a nice hat, man.
It
Very
is,
nice.
yes.
Like I said,
Yeah, I like that.
looking
I
at
like that cap a
Bromwich.
lot. I'd like to get it.
I'm looking at that Bromwich. That looks like a nice cap. I'm zeroing in on that, man.
They've got a lot of really cool caps on that site.
Yeah, the Apple Core will definitely be my first Peaky hat I purchased. And that, like I said, I was hoping to wait for Black Friday and hopefully they put a sale up, but it looks like I may have to. I'm jonesing for it now, so my addiction might kick in. But and like you said, like I said, the addiction. I'd rather have addiction to scally caps than the white horse, you know. So
There you go, Ryan. Put a code out. Put a code out. Holiday code.
all right. So the next one we have is we're gonna just go ahead and open it up to the end. Because we're getting near the end of this here. How many people in the chat would like us to see us do an episode 2? And if we do get enough, who would you guys like to see guest appearances? We're going to put that in chat. Well, Peaky Hat said you buy 2 on Friday, you buy 2, get 1 free. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Black Friday. Is that Black Friday or any Friday? There's a question.
Good question.
Yeah.
All right, Randy said we definitely need to do a episode 2. Ed Franco, there we go. What does he say? Yes, please have me on. Ed, you already know you're on the list, bud.
I got to give a shout out to Ed because he was doing his little unboxings, and that's what inspired me to do mine. And then I just blurted out Anox unboxed it at Ryan, then I took off from there. So big up to Ed. He's become a very good friend of mine too. Great guy.
Yeah, Ed is a great guy. And Ed, congratulations on your body transformation. You're getting back into boxing. Everything that's pretty impressive. I look forward to that. Being myself, what I've went through in the last 2 years, and just seeing that, I just like seeing it. Yep. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, somebody said Todd Swisher needs to be on. Well, we'll send that invite to Todd. Skydog, believe me, I tried reaching out to Skydog.
Yeah.
With the government shutdown, him being air traffic control. Yeah, that was not going to probably happen with him.
Yeah, I bet he's busy.
Yeah. He was one of my first YouTubers that I watched of Scally Caps, man. Yeah.
And then we got, let's see here. Let's see what I'm doing. These comments are going by pretty quick. Oh, here's what Ed put on there. Moose inspired me. Well, if I inspired you, I did my job, and that makes me dig in more than where I'm not going to stop. So I appreciate those comments for motivation. Let's see what else we got on here. Would love to see Yep, I got another one here. It's would like to see a second. How about one of the guys from the Boston or from Peaky? Believe me, I would love to have somebody from those guys come out there. They would have to reach out to me, just because I don't know who. I mean, obviously we know who to contact now with Peaky Hats, and we'd love to have him on if he's willing. Have him send me a message, and but as far as Boston, I don't. That would be a good goal to have. I'm pretty sure he's pretty busy guy, and for him to take time, I know we're his customers, but I'm pretty sure he's just taking his things for granted now. And then we got Harper Cigar Lounge as well. I'm glad he tuned in. He'll be on guest on one of the future shows as well. I've already talked to him about it.
Hey, you got to get Troy on there.
Nice.
We got Chris from Funky Brims and Ryan from Peaky. Believe me, I would love to have those guys on there. I just need to have. I'll reach out to Chris. I'm not Ryan. Don't take it for anything against you. Other than you being on here, I'm glad you're on here, and I will definitely get to know you a little bit better. And but I do appreciate you tuning in. And if you're willing to come out here, yep, there we go. There we go.
They were both great guests on another show I was on, so they're good guys.
He just now responded, would be happy to as long as the time and schedule permits. All right, I'll be honest with you. It's going to be always on Tuesday nights, and it'll always be 8:30, 7:30 Central. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, just because that we don't want to interfere with others that do live streams on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I just don't. I'm a big person of like building a community, not try to override and take away from something that they have. And then we got another. What
live streams are those you're talking about on Wednesday and Thursday?
Funky Brims does Thursday. Yeah.
Oh,
You have
really?
the Scally,
I'll have to
you have
check those
the
out.
Scallywag, the Scallywag show on Wednesday night, 8:30, with Sean and DL from Bearded Scallywags, and then you got the Funky Brims live on Thursday, which is I think 8 o'clock for me, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Are those on YouTube or somewhere else?
They do it. They do it on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram now. So
Yeah. I
I'll
actually
have to
catch
check
looks
it
like
out.
we
I
got
don't
an
have Facebook, but I have
response
YouTube.
of doing an episode 2. So now we'll just have to set up a date. I know with Thanksgiving around the corner, it probably won't be till after then. Yeah, well, we just appreciate everybody tuning in. And myself, I want to thank Anox Funbox, First Five on Chad, First Five on Eighth Bearborn, Brandon. I appreciate you guys coming on and taking the opportunity to come out here and just spread the love and, not show any kind of bias and, things like that. I mean, and just being honest. I mean, it's you guys, we all have got the same thing going on. And, I just hope everybody subscribes to everybody on here. Make sure you guys, I put the links in everybody's channels in my description. Go ahead and put a subscribe on there. And I just appreciate everybody tuning in and look forward, and we'll keep you updated on the next episode. And anybody have any final thoughts? Go ahead, Anox.
I'm going to try to fix my screen for the next time. That's a goal. And also check out my Redbubble shop with the t-shirts, Pinhead's Pin for the Anox pin. Happy to meet these other two gentlemen here. I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to future episodes. I think there's a lot of people we can bring on here, make it very interesting.
I think we can build something that could be pretty good. I mean, with the involvement. I mean, for us being the first show, and I think we got up to 53 people watching at one time.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting that high, but yeah, I mean, we got the community to do it, and like I said, we're all positive people, and we like positive things. We keep the negative things out of our lives, and that's why I reached out to you guys. It's just because I see how you guys post and what you guys do reviews on, and we all have the same kind of background and same kind of beliefs, and everybody has their own opinion. And just because you have a different opinion than us doesn't mean you're a bad person or anything like that. And I think that's what the world could use more of, rather than judging people by what they believe or religion or politics or anything like that. And just view them by who they are as a human. Yeah. Chad, do you have any last words, bud?
I had a good time. Hopefully we can maybe do this a couple times a month. I've been following both Dub and Moose's channel for quite a while. I'm just meeting Ant. He seems like a great guy too. I had a good time. Look forward to doing more.
Brandon?
Appreciate you fellas having me on. Just want to say, Moose, you've done really well with your weight loss, man. You are a inspiration to a lot of us. So I've been following along for a long time. So keep it up, man. And I'm almost 25 pounds down, so I got a long ways to go till I get to where you're at, but I'm trying, man. So
just keep grinding away.
Yeah, that's right. Go little by little. Just don't get discouraged. What I did at the beginning is I was looking at the scale every couple of days, and then I just did it once a month, and then I did every 3 months, and then now that I'm training for a marathon, it's I haven't weighed myself in probably 3 weeks, but yeah, I appreciate everybody watching us tonight. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to go give my couple quotes for everybody. Just keep everything positive. And one of the quotes that I'm going to give you is my football coach from high school, Bob LaPointe, Belleville, Michigan. And he always said, if you can't change the people around you, then change the people around you. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see everybody next time. Thanks all you guys for coming on.
Take care.
And we'll keep in touch, and we'll schedule something here soon.
All right.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, see you, man.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you, fellas.
Take care now.